didn't really have fun out there, but I like Japan. Japan was good. Another thing for me, I don't like going nowhere where English isn't the primary language. I feel like niggas is talking about us. I just feel that way. I need a translator. I need a. I can't. That's what your phone is for. Your phone. You talk on the phone and then no. Absolutely, bro. When they're having private conversations, why do you care? Why do I care? Because I don't like being talked about. If I hear somebody talking about you, like, why do you care? You want to give me an example, right? Give me an example. My ex-girlfriend, she's Spanish, but she looks black. She looks like a black female, but she's Spanish. And one day my stomach was so bad, I went to the doctor, to the hospital, and I was like, I didn't know my stomach was hurting. She was sitting there, and there's two Spanish nurses, and they talking shit about me. And I didn't know. Lousy pain. They were saying some shit about me, and she bust out, and it was like, oh shit, no. I was like yo, what happened? She ain't talking shit because you leaning over and your stomach hurting and all that shit. I said, that motherfucker.
Kill the food, bro.
I said, look at that shit. They thought she was a black nigga.
Hey yo, hey yo.
Exactly what you fucking get. Another reason you need a translator. Let's give another reason. Talking about Colombia, right? When I went to Colombia, I took shout to my man Shula. I took Shula with me and another friend of mine that was from America that was out there. And yeah, and when we got there, Pablo Escobar's brother, we went to his old hood. Like Pablo Escobar brother and them, they got mad land, mad other shit. They be like it to go up to their old hood. And when they got there, they was like, you can shoot a video here. And the young niggas like, no, you can't. And so all this Spanish dialogue is going on. And they basically, and I said, well, we were Pablo, brother. I mean, fuck. So now the nigga Shula, he got the face like, because I know Shula knows Spanish. I said, Shula, what's going on? He said, them young niggas said, we don't give a fuck about Pablo. Niggas want to shoot video, they gonna have to pay.
Damn.
You pay to shoot a video, now you gotta pay to get out here.
Damn.
Because we went at like a one-way street, and there's only one way out. And I'm like, yeah. They was like, what? Shula had the face like, I said, and we had our own security with us. I said, yo, Shula asked us security niggas a week kidnapped. And I looked at Shula asked nigga the Spanish nigga said, no, no, sir. Yo, fam, I had a pink outfit, I had pink pants, silk pink shirt. You see it in the video, it's called Medellin. Man, I got in the back of the Jeep, I'm down like this. I took all that shit, pulled up my regular t-shirt, threw on some jeans, made them shits wrinkle, and tried to made my hair nappy and walked out like I'm some black Spanish nigga. Like I'm not the rapper. If that's what y'all think. Man, we paid them niggas and got out of there. We
That's
had to leave.
crazy, bruh.
It wasn't like nothing crazy, but we had to pay to leave. Pablo brother still talking about, nah, y'all got man, Pablo, go ahead, man. Go ahead, bro. I'm talking about nigga shit. You good, nigga, you good. Nah, bro. We ain't shooting nothing, man. Fuck you got us up here in this mountain with these wild ass niggas committed Quad 19 or some shit.
Damn.
Violated, bro. I need English to be the
Bro,
main
I
language.
love hip hop
Because
stories.
if I didn't have a translator there neither, I wouldn't even know how. So like, imagine a nigga just coming grabbing your pockets, 19 niggas like city of guys, and you just
Mm.
don't know what they say. Translator, we worked it all out. I should put out a disclaimer before this next question because once again, I don't want to rattle anything, but you did a song called Straight Harlem
Duck
featuring
it out
Suge.
like you are not the
Now this
rapper.
is
It's
one
so,
of
it's so funny
now
shit.
this record, you had to get away with too
He
much.
took off all that fly shit.
Here we go. I'll just ask the question. Why did you say that? What, take me through that song on that line. actually robbed Biggie. You know, it's like a big thing on my block where, I won't get into too much detail, where somehow, some type of way, a few people had Biggie Smalls' chain. And basically,
I didn't hear the question. What's up with y'all? Digital copies, nice.
I'm just asking a question. Why did you say that? Take me through that song on that line. Well,
Good morning to y'all. It's not even 6 o'clock over here, bro. It's so damn early. I know I'm taking a nap later. know I'm going to sleep later. Hope y'all feeling well, man. Happy Friday. The digital games, man. Steam got it.
On our block, across the street. And he would be up there sometime with the head of Bad Boy Security, not knowing that the niggas across the street don't care about Bad Boy Security. So I'm not gonna say his name. It wasn't Biggie. It was somebody close to Biggie that was had Biggie's jewelry. I'm not gonna throw him under the bus because there's no need reason to. But somebody close to Biggie, and Reg came over and hit him in the ribs with a gun and took the chain. And basically, in our neighborhood, after a while, it ended up coming towards me like, after niggas done wore it and this, that, and the third, and they pawned it, and I guess they needed some money one day, and it's like, Kim, we if you could,
Maddie, what's up with it? What's the first game you're looking to add to your collection, man? Like, what's one that you would love to have back in your collection?
$100 for Biggie chain. No, I can't wear that to the studio with Mace. Like, what are we talking about? He said, nah, but I was just thinking to myself, like, the song that you're talking about, called Straight Harlem, and I was like, I love these niggas, but I can't fuck with these niggas. That was always my plan growing up. Like, I love these niggas, but I gotta get out of here because, these niggas is crazy. And I'm going crazy.
I feel that. I feel the downsides. What's something you're looking to add back, though, man? Is there a game that you had that you would like to get again, or maybe one you never had that you like to add? Very nice. Very nice. What's the collectors? What's that include? Is that like with the pip joint or whatever that's called? Included with that? I'm sure that's not a cheap purchase. Beans Pond Toast. Happy Friday to you. Good day. Good day to the UK. I'm about to start looking at getting the hell out of here. UK might be the destination.
They may not went pro like Shamgar went pro or played overseas or became a coach, but they had the opportunity to get a college education. And what they did with it after that, that's another story. Some succeeded, some went back to the environment we grew up in. But yeah, when that
Big
shit
facts.
happened,
50-50. That's probably where I'm at with the two. Probably about 95 physical. The digital copies that I have, I think back like around 2015, between 2015 and 2020, not even that long, 2018 and 2020, I was really preferring digital. And honestly, I wasn't playing anything but NBA 2K, so I was just, it wasn't a big deal having the digitals, but physical is definitely my preference now. I have a few digital copies. I know I have Breath of the Wild digital. Purchased that digital for some reason. Um, and Golf Stories digital, but it's something I'd like to own physical. Donut County, I have digital. I would also like a physical copy of that. Okami, I have digital, but I was lucky enough to find a physical copy of Okami when I was game hunting. But I first purchased that digital. It was a sometimes those sales are hard to beat. I think they wanted like $3 for that game and $3 for um, what was it called? Not Cave Story, Cozy Grove. It was hard to pass up on that for $3. Tried it out. Golf Story is like a $90 game, so to play it for $3, like sure. You know, I'll check for sure. Death's Door free on PS Plus. Very nice. 269 digital games. Damn, that's a lot of games. I think that's probably about where my physical copies at in like the 260, 275 range. Somewhere in that range. Um, given I I just removed about 60 games. I think I removed them all from my Game My app. I have to double check. And hello and good morning. Happy Friday to everybody who's just tuning in. I hope y'all doing well, man. Yeah, Okami's great. I haven't finished it, but it is a great game. It really is. Um, Death's Door, I need to check out. I haven't been on PS Plus in so long, man. I haven't been anything online related in a minute. Ever since they started like upping the price, I haven't messed with it. I used to have a nice little website that I would go on and get a digital code for a decent price. I don't know if that site is still active or not because it's been that long since I've actually played online or even thought about purchasing anything online. Let me check out some of these NBA highlights from the last couple of days. Damn, there's another Yakuza game coming out. Like, they do not bullshit. Or is this what is this? Yakuza Kiwami 3? Damn, they do not slow down. They keep dropping Yakuza games. Oh man, you regret it? Why, Matt? Are you not feeling it? You're not feeling Arc Raiders? I haven't played it yet. We were talking about it a while back about I wouldn't mind playing it, but the thought is I have to buy it. I have to buy the online subscription, and it would just be so much money for something that I'm not a digital guy. I don't play shooters that much. It just felt like a hell of an investment. So I left it alone. What are you not liking about it, or what are you regretting about it? Hey Beans, I hear that they're dropping that Okami 2s. They're working on that. I haven't finished this one. Maybe at some point I'll finish Okami 1 before the second one drops, I'm sure. Yeah, once mine expired, I stopped. I don't play online. Only time I was playing online was for COD every now and again, NBA 2K with my cousins. But for the most part, that was it. And I recognized that while I love my cousins and playing video games with them and whatnot, I was burnt out on the sports franchises. That was the only thing I was using my PlayStation Plus for. So I left it alone. And then I started getting enough physical games where it really didn't matter. Um, it really didn't matter at that point. It was just I had enough games to play and enough stuff to hold my interest where I wasn't missing the online aspect of gaming at all. It's like that, Maddie. Sometimes you're just not feeling the game. That's for me. It's like that more times than not. That's part of the reason why I like to get them for cheap, discounted, and plus that shit ain't going nowhere, man. I don't even worry about it. It's like there's no rush to play it. It'll be there. It'll be there. Man, I don't want to see you changing this dude's fucking shoes and shit, bro. Get out of here. 40 minutes of gameplay. That's just customizing. That's not 40 minutes of gameplay. Fuck out of here. Watch what Club 520 talking about. Let's get into it. Feel that. Just not for you. I feel that, man. It's okay too. I think it's all right to accept that and not dive too much or waste too much time, I should say, on something that you really not liking just because you're like, oh, I spent my money on it. I get it, you know. You can make money again though. Can't get that time back. So I'll play a game if I don't like it. Like, whoop, fuck that. On to the next. I might have lost a couple dollars on it, but I'll be damned if I lose $100. Yeah, that's wild word. Yeah, I'll be looking sideways for sure. Um, bro, it looks like he can stomp you on Smash Brothers. And trash on Smash Brothers. I'd play. I challenge. But you'll probably win. I'm no good at Smash Brothers. Where is that fucking game anyway? Ultimate. Ultimate. I'm horrible at that game. Horrible. But I enjoy playing, you know. Oh man. I got it on sale, so it's not. There you go. Get it. There you go, man. Get it cheap. Get it cheap. It almost makes no sense to pay full price for a game, bro. Like for real. I just don't see the just don't see the need. I just don't see the need. I can wait. It'll be there. It'll be there. And it's not that I don't mind paying for stuff either, bro. If it's worth it, the quality, for sure. But I just understand how these games work nowadays, and most of them are not worth um, the full price tag. Apologies, this microphone is giving me some issues this morning. Apologies for all the noise. Yeah, he gonna be there. Nobody want no goddamn Zach Levine. Nobody picking up that contract. Um, nobody. Nobody, buddy. I gotta hit the pawn shop today. Hurt, hurt. He stay hurt. I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna play this weekend. Um, that Octopath Traveler has been in my Switch for a minute. I just don't think I have the want to play that right now. I don't have it in me.
So you gotta bring in the third.
So I think I might end up taking that out of the Switch and playing something else. I just haven't decided what that something else might be. The library's in your head. Is that like an emulator? Got a mental emulator? That's kind of tough. You in the year 3000, my boy. Shout out to you, Game Stones. Oh wait, Game Tones. Excuse me, Edward Marza. I do have a couple of games, G. I do got a couple. Gotta play some old school games. There you go. There you go. I feel that. Sometimes you gotta get a little shooter in. I think I've gotten rid of all my shooters when I think about it. Only one I kept, honestly, if I look up here, there's not a ton of shooters. But this is kind of a shooter. And I just really like the story on Titanfall 2. Great single player on this one. So I'll hold on to this one. On on the Switch, I do believe that. Oh man, I don't know who makes that game. Now that I've reorganized this, Deep Diver. Oh, Deep Silver. Metro Redux is a pretty decent shooter. I might just shoot some shit up later. We'll see how it goes. I just know that I'm not feeling the stories, or excuse me, the what it would take to get into Octopath Traveler right now. The turn based just doesn't really feel like something I want to do today or this weekend. I might jump into like Marvel versus Capcom just to wreck some shit on there for a little bit. Um, yeah, I think that's what I might end up doing. Or I might put on um, Turtles TMNT with the fight stick. Move the desk over in front of the TV so I can use the fight stick and make this feel like an arcade. that that sounds like just a really good weekend and something that I very well might do because why the fuck not? You know what I'm saying? As soon as work is over with, I might not even wait for work to be over with. I might just take the desk, move that bitch over here, corner myself in here like a workspace. I love where this is going. I think I'm gonna do that. But then no, it's not gonna work because I have a drawer right there. That's okay. Fuck that drawer. Who cares? I'll push that bitch right up here and just, yeah, I like that. Game Tone, appreciate the sub, man. Thank you so much. Shout out to you. I hope you enjoy the content. If you haven't already checked out some of the other stuff, but you probably haven't, let's be real. Um, consider doing so. My goal is to one day wake up and be like, yo, this video has 10,000 views from like what happened? You know what I mean? Like, where did all this come from? So check out some of the stuff on the main page because it's got some good stuff on there, man. Game Stone. Okay. Yes, sir. I got my zinc. Let me show you guys this real quick. Hold on before you dip out. Let me show you something. This is not an advertisement, but this is my Zenko. I think it's called Zenko Duo or something like that. It needs to be clean. The glass is a little foggy, but um, this is my contraption that I use. I don't know if there's anything left in this cart. And it just kind of fills up. See that? It's pretty dope. Well, now I can't waste this. Excuse me. Don't flag me. Oh yeah, I think that's about out. We should probably throw that away. So yeah, that thing is pretty awesome. Carts, flour, concentrates. Jesus. Anyway, damn, that's hitting. That's hitting pretty heavy. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna move this over. Titanfall 2 is just an incredible single player. I'm all over the place right now. Excuse me. I'm a little bit a little space cadetty right now. But yeah, Titanfall 2 is one of those ones, man. I have found this copy of Titanfall 2 was a recent pickup that I found at a pawn shop. I've had Titanfall 2 for a long time, but I had just the disc, not the case. So I actually picked this up. I think I paid $5 for it again, just because I wanted the case, and it was absolutely worth it. Titanfall 2 is an amazing single player that you all need to play and experience. Another game that's really good that kind of it's going to take some time if you're looking for a single player. It's going to give you a good story, but also take a little bit of your time. Shadows of the Colossus is a really good story with an amazing I was gonna say story. It's a really good story with an amazing story. That's how blitzed I am right now. As for games that I haven't played, I hear decent things about Scarlet Nexus. Has anybody played this one? Because I have not, but I'm holding on to it because I do intend to play this one day. One day. I intend to play all of them one day. We'll see how it goes. EA. Thank you. I hope I said your name correctly. Hey man, beans, pond toast, jump into it, and you don't have to play part one to understand what the hell's going on. Jump into that single player. That single player campaign is not long. It's probably about 6 to 8 hours. Um, you seriously could likely finish it in a weekend. But it's really good. It's a really good ride. You're gonna enjoy that single player for sure. Garrett, no, this is better than GameStop. This is much better than GameStop. Let me tell you why. Because here I won't slide a $4.99 warranty on you without asking you. In fact, I won't even ask you because who the fuck needs a warranty on a Switch cart? It's not going. This is where they sit. Why the fuck would I need a warranty? So this is way better than GameStop. And yeah, nice. Check out that one if you have it. Maddie, Shadow of the Colossus is a good one. Excuse me. Yeah, it's a good game. It's a really good story. It's a motherfucker, man. It's a good game. It had me. It had me for sure. Um, I'll check it out. 6 to 8 hours of times I'll never get back. Wait a minute. Um, what the hell? Garrett, I wasn't talking to your ass. I was talking to Beans about playing Titanfall. I'm not looking to get back the 6 to 8 hours of time that I used to play Titanfall. It was worth the 6 to 8 hours of time. It was an enjoyable 6 to 8 hours of time. People would use whole weekends to just sit on their ass and do nothing and stare at the wall. So that 6 to 8 hours was well spent. There you go. There you go. Yeah, man, they do, right? I even recently who said that? Where is it? EA. I just recently rearranged them in order or like by publisher. Originally they were alphabetized, but what would happen is like this right here. I know you can't see it, but how all these say Nintendo, it didn't say that. So for my eye and my undiagnosed OCD, this looks better. The next thing I need to do is dive into it a little deeper. Then I'm going to probably arrange them by um, release date. Yeah. The only one that is not red is my friend Pedro. and that's because I flipped the cover on this one. It's a really good game that was unexpected and a standout for me. So instead of having the red cover, I just flipped it to yellow. But now that I have all these games here looking like this, I almost want to flip it back to red, just so that again it'll all say Devolver, it'll all say EA Game Mill. So it's alphabetically by developer, but after the developer piece, I think I want to then organize them by release date. So all the Nintendo publisher, I said developer, I meant publisher. All the Nintendo games wouldn't be in order because right now they are Animal Crossing, Bravely Default, Cadence of Hyrule, but instead they would be in order of when they release. So the first game here would be Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I'll do that probably this weekend if I have nothing else to do. You sound like Miley Cyrus when she talks, but a dude. I don't even know what Miley Cyrus sounds like when she talks, but I kind of feel bad for Miley Cyrus if she sounds like this. This is probably not an attractive voice coming out of a woman. um Cat K. That's an interesting comment. Man, I wish I still had gaming passion. Like what stopped the passion, you know? I'm curious what stopped it, what changed it for you? Because I think about my flows of gaming, and as a kid I loved gaming. I would always want to play sports games for the most part as a little one all the time. And all the way up until about um hmm, man, I played pretty solidly all the way through everything. Like I played pretty consistently. It slowed down a bit around the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3 era, where the only thing I would play would be that year's NBA or that year's Madden. It has since picked back up to at least the point where I play a lot of single player campaign story modes. Try to get through some. Like I recently played Alan Wake. Um, but I think about my passion for collecting. That only came up recently because I had nothing to do here. I was chilling and I said, let me get out and find something. And that made me like really get back into gaming, but really dive into collecting. So, but yeah, I'm curious as to what took the passion out of it for you. I do. Hold on. Oh, do you have Saints Row? Here, Mr. Talk 6577. Do you have Saints Row? Who makes Saints Row again? Somebody help me out. Who's a developer for Saints Row? Anybody? Somebody? I'm trying to think. Cause there it is. That's on Deep Silver also. There's Saints Row the third full package on the Switch. Nothing inside, no inserts, just a cart. What's that one on the bottom shelf? What's that one tall on the bottom shelf? Bottom shelf. Here's the bottom shelf. Tall. This guy. This one right here. This is Anuchard. We just picked this up recently when I traded in a whole bunch of PS4 games for store credit. Found this at Bookman's and I paid about 31 bucks for it. It's actually still sealed. This is a premium edition game. Very surprised to find this while game hunting because typically you only find these online or on their website. So this was a really cool find, really something surprising that and unexpected that I just didn't expect to see. You only see it, well, you can also find them in store, but usually at like conventions and things like that. Yeah, it's not hot at all. Okay. Yep, you got it. All right, Shadow of Colossus is done. Was only 14. Yeah, it's an old PS2 game, honestly. So it shouldn't be shouldn't take up too much space. Um, but yeah, it's a good one. Let it cook, let it build, stick around for the end. It's all worth it. All worth it, Maddie. Hope you enjoy it. And let me know, man. Report back. Let me know how you're doing that. Henny encourages passion. What the hell? No Def Jam. No Def Jam. Yo, you seen Corey in the house on DS Hype? Nah. I don't know who Corey is, whose house he's in, or what DS Hype is, Game Genie. But I'm down to learn if you want to tell me more about it. Free just about 2 years ago, it just stopped being fun. I hear you. Just feels like a lot of the depth is gone. Cap K, I hear you on that one. Let me just Cap K, fuck with it for a minute, just for a minute. Check this out. What I stopped doing was I stopped buying new games. I stopped picking up games based on commercials, hype, whatever it is. And I challenged myself to play something different. And I challenged myself to just go off of something as simple as just like looking at a cover and thinking, maybe. So for example, where you at? Let me find a good one. Here's one. Excuse me. Gris. Gris is a good one. Gris is one where no hype, great story, great scene, and there's depth there in the game. You're dealing with, I believe they're dealing with loss and just how to cope with that sort of thing. Something that you don't typically see in games. Another one that's on the same sort of, where are you? I gotta get faster with this because I don't know the developer. Ah, yeah, that makes sense. Omari. This is another one that was completely surprising. One I didn't know anything about, no hype on, but just a great game with a great story and an amazing twist. Um, great character build. Just something that is different from your typical game for somebody who came from playing nothing but Call of Duties and Maddens and NBA 2Ks. I challenged myself to play something different, and those games kind of set me off to start playing a lot of other stuff. Something that's a little more fun, a little less serious, but shows a lot of passion for gaming and the predecessors, those that came before it, Guacamelee. I hear Guacamelee 2 is not that great. I haven't jumped into it, but part one I really enjoy. And I think you'll like that one if you enjoy old style Metroidvania platformers, your Super Mario, your Mega Man, things like that. You'll find that kind of feel in a new package, new coat of paint with Guacamelee. So while I hear you, the depth may not be there. Um, it can seem like almost like a passionless thing, like it's just not what it used to be. It is there if you take the time to look. There's some good ones out there, but you do have to do a little deep diving, or just listen to me. I won't steer you wrong. I promise you. I absolutely promise you. My girlfriend just seen I downloaded it. She's off to download it on her console now. She's seen playthroughs. It really is that good. It really is that good. Um, what can I say about that game? I don't think I need to hype it, honestly. I just really want to hear what you think about it. I will tell you, for me, those battles felt like battles, bruh. When I was done any one of those battles, Maddie, I felt like I was like, fuck, man, that was not like it's a hard thing to figure out. It was just you got to do what you got to do, and these are the Colossus. They're big and everybody's fighting for their life on there, and it feels that way through those battles. But for sure, can't wait to hear what you think about it. And your lady can't wait to hear what she thinks about that game too. Oh man, that's a tough question, bro. What's your favorite game of all time? Is always a tough question. I'm gonna run it down to you. My all time, like I don't know, man. It's just too many to pick. It's too many to pick. Like for real, I can think console wise. NES, my all time game on NES was probably Tecmo Bowl. All time game on Super Nintendo was Zelda: Link to the Past. I probably go with that on the Super Nintendo. Super Mario World is right there too. It's probably like 1A, 1B. Man, PS2. I'm skipping PS1 because I just don't know what my favorite game would be on there. All I really played on there were sports titles. We just played Madden and Gran Turismo, stuff like that on there. PS2 is definitely Burnout 3 Takedown, all time favorite. I don't know about PS4. PS4, I probably go with Cyberpunk 2077, even though I didn't play it until the PS5 version dropped. But yeah, with all of that, man, I just can't pick a favorite. Like I just can't pick one. That's tough. That's a tough one, man. Ghost of Tsushima's up there. Cyberpunk 2077 is up there. And quite honestly, if I only had to play one game ever again, it would likely be that game. It'd likely be Cyberpunk because it's just so much to see and do. The story is great. The lore, like if you really take the time to read all the different little pieces of, excuse me, I don't know, just detail that they leave around when you're doing side missions and picking up notes and things like that. Um, they just do a really great job of really diving into that world of Night City, and it's really easy to get lost into that. So I probably would say Cyberpunk 2077 would be my game choice just because of that. There's just so much to do, so much to see, so many different builds to try. I might go with that. Um, on the Switch, my favorite game. There's a ton of games on the Switch, aren't there? I'm probably gonna say um, my friend Pedro is probably my favorite game on the Switch. Believe it or not, I know you can play that other places, but that was just a good one for me that completely surprised me. I didn't expect to love this game as much as I do. And my other two favorites, and this is like from out of left field because these don't even make sense, but Coffee Talk. Coffee Talk episode 1, Coffee Talk episode 2. Can't wait for the Tokyo one to drop. These are visual novels, so the old man that I am enjoys just kind of selling up with that game. Good vibes, lo-fi beats. It's hard to beat that. So that game is like right there on my list of